very special welcome back to episode 121 of Lisburn Distillery TV, which, believe it or not, is our first highlight show since March 2020. I don't need to tell you the impact that the COVID-19 virus has had on Lisburn Distillery as a club, with season 2019-20 being terminated early and season 2021 only featuring one game before it was brought to that early conclusion. Anyhow, hopefully that's all behind us and we can now move forward with season 21-22 in the hope that things are now slowly returning to some sort of normality. With all that in mind, let's have a quick look at what's coming up on today's show. We have the highlights from the Whites' latest game against Newington FC. We hear post-match reaction from defender Joe Reid on his thoughts on that game. We'll have a quick roundup across the Lock 41 Premier Intermediate League. And finally some news of a great charity fundraiser which is happening at the club this weekend. Okay then, plenty to get through, so let's waste no more time and get things underway with the highlights from last Saturday's Lock 41 Premier Intermediate League game between Lisburn Distillery and Newington. This was only the Whites' second league game of the season, and with the having lost to Dollingstown their opening fixture, it was important that they got some points on the board from this one. Let's see how they get on. Here's the match highlights. So more disappointment then for the Whites, and what made it even more disappointing was the fact that we led 2-0 before eventually succumbing 3-2. There's no doubt the Newington goal just before the break changed the entire complexion of the game, and when they really came after us in the second half, we did at times struggle to keep their forward side. I've no doubt, however, the players will learn from this experience, and we look forward to this in future to see exactly how they're able to see those games out. One final positive point from the game was that the goal by Joe Reid was his first ever senior goal for the club in over 4 years. So, with that in mind, I spoke to Joe after the game. Okay, Joe, first of all, disappointing result tonight. Your thoughts on the game?
I thought the game was pretty good. Obviously went 2-0 up, and then obviously a late goal before half time. I think just kind of pushed us a bit, but then went to half time pretty comfortable. I think I played well the first half. Overall, just kind of got it because obviously said 2-0 up and let them come back into the game before half time, and then it's cost us the 3 points today.
Think we could have done anything different when we were 2-0 up?
Not really. I thought the boys played pretty well. Obviously, it's like a collective group, so everyone battled for each other. Obviously, towards scoring more goals, but just unfortunately, just wasn't there.
And a personal milestone for yourself today, your first ever senior goal for Lisburn Distillery. That's something positive anyway.
Well, it's took me long enough. It's took me near enough 4 years to get a goal, so obviously I'm delighted to score a goal, but at the end of the day, it really means nothing. If we come away with no points at all, so it's kind of devastating. But obviously, I'm delighted to get a goal.
And next week, it's a change of competition. Lisburn Rangers is at home here at New Governor. Portman will bounce back.
Yeah, so obviously, like the same attitude, we've got to go in the game, just determined to win. I'm not really sure about this team, but we're just going to treat it as a normal game and obviously go out and get the win and get the result.
Looking now at the rest of the results in the Premier Intermediate League, we can see that Portstewart kept up their unbeaten start to the season, although they were held to a 1-1 draw at Tobermoor. Bangor also kept their unbeaten start going, although they left it late before nicking 2 late goals on 89 and 95 minutes to beat PSNI 2-1. Armagh City picked up a great win defeating Dollingstown at Planters Park, and in the day's other game, Banbridge and Moyla Park drew 1-1. Looking now at the league standings, it doesn't make great reading for the Whites so far, with us currently sitting in 10th place. But with only 2 games played, there's a long way to go this season. Portstewart and Banbridge Town are the current front-runners in the division, with Bangor, Newington and Armagh right in their heels. Next up for the Whites, it's a change of competition, as we return to Steel and Sons Cup action with a home game against Lisburn Rangers in the third round of the competition. This game will be played at New Grosvenor this Saturday, that's the 11th of September, with kick-off at the slightly earlier time of 2:00 PM. And as ever, your support on the day would be greatly appreciated. And finally today we have some news of a great event taking place next Sunday, the 12th of September, between 10 o'clock and 12:30 PM, when the Phoenix Coffee Shop and the LDTV Social Club are holding a joint coffee morning, with all donations going to Dementia NI and Callum's Cabin. Dementia NI are a well-known charity helping numerous families throughout Northern Ireland, whilst Callum's Cabin is a Glasgow-based charity who help accommodate families of children in hospital receiving cancer treatment. Callum's Cabin were recently very kind when helping a family with strong links to this club. Tea, coffee, soft drinks, scones, sausage roll, tray bakes, they'll all be available on the day, and your support for this great event would be greatly appreciated. So that brings us to the end of the latest episode of LDTV, and I have to say it's been great to be back providing you with all the latest coverage from Lisburn Distillery Football Club. Hopefully we'll see you all again next time round, but until then, come on the Whites! See you all soon.